Okay, you guys are watching Netflix Picks, and we're going to be talking about some Halloween movies and thriller stuff that is themed, all coming up right now.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, well, don't be shy now, Rick.
Oh, well,
It's later. When do we go? No? Oh, I love this song so much.
yeah, they can't see us dancing with our legs, so.
Sorry, listeners. We're dancing very inaccurately.
Awesome. Oh, yeah, we got the lights, too. Great.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guys, welcome back. It is October. It is Halloween, and it is Thriller, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
it's always Thriller, but especially in October.
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to open up really quick to say that on Friday night, if you are in Los Angeles, please go check out the LA Haunted Hayride. Melissa Carbone, the CEO, let AfterBuzz be there. It was a great time, so I wanted to say thank you. Check it out, lahauntedhayride.com. And it fits into theme with Thriller, which I'm also going to make a transition into Netflix original film and television, something that dropped as a documentary, Quincy. And this is based on Mr. Quincy Jones, the music producer of Thriller, of Bad, of The Color Purple, of The Wiz. Yes.
Oh, wow.
But
Industry icon, legend, Quincy Jones.
yeah, it was really good because there were a lot of things that I actually did not know about Quincy Jones, and the reason this documentary got made is because his daughter Rashida Jones,
Love her.
yes, she acts, she sings, she writes, she produces.
She's an
so
activist.
yeah, so she did this one, and it starts off with his like roots from like when he started off in Chicago to. Yeah, just like how his career grew. And that was stuff that I didn't know. Like I always knew, Michael Jackson, Thriller. I knew
He's Motown, right? Quincy Jones, isn't that, did he do Motown?
he was a
stuff?
part of it, I'm sure, too. But like let's see Thriller, We Are the World was one of the big, huge,
yeah.
like getting all the different types of musician to do that. So it's good. I mean, and he's 82 years old,
Dang.
still alive, and it's amazing to see the different people that he worked with. They go and check out like these other musicians that are not here anymore, like Prince, like Michael Jackson. And hey guys, I'm Rick Hong. Welcome back to Netflix Picks. I just jumped right back into it. And next to me, I've got Ashley Chaney.
Hi, everybody. Good to see you. It feels like it's been forever. I miss you. Good to be back.
And Steve Kaufmann.
So good of you to leave 1 second to fit in the jump cut. It's just perfectly seamless. We're fine.
And Cassandra Martinez.
Hi, welcome back.
Hey guys, we'll fix that in post. Exactly. We'll fix that in post. I'll swap it around. But I was so excited. I mean, I haven't been here in a while, so excited just to I wanted to do all the transitions and jump right into Quincy that I forgot all of us,
Quincy.
including myself. So, but
First for Rick Hong, forgetting about himself.
but check it out. It's really really good. It's 2 hours.
Wow, that's a long one. Is Rashida Jones his full? Is she a? I was just gonna say.
He
is
has-
she his
so
full
he's had-
daughter?
he-
that doesn't make sense.
Technically, I think that he's had 3 wives, and then she is the daughter of Quincy Jones and Peggy Lipton.
Peggy Lipton. Okay. Of
Yes.
Lipton tea. Kidding. I do not know that.
That might be true. I don't know either. Quincy Jones is also an amazing guy. I can actually say when I moved here in 2011, the first show I ever saw at the Hollywood Bowl was just a night with Quincy Jones.
wow.
And it was just amazing who all came out just because Quincy Jones is at the Bowl. Just because why not? It's 2011. Let's go. Quincy Jones is doing some stuff at the Bowl. Packed house.
I bet. Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
just
it's.
kind of
I mean,
amazing.
Quincy Jones is almost like a different version of John Williams. There's no way that you can go to something and sit there and say, I don't know anything about him, but like you will once you go.
Yes.
So
You absolutely will. People will come out and like sing his praises. I also remember, and I was hesitant to bring it up because I don't remember the year, but one of my favorite Sinatra albums is just called Sinatra at the Sands, and he's live at the Sands in Las Vegas.
Oh my God.
yeah, he worked with Sinatra.
I want to say it was the mid '70s, and on that album, Quincy Jones has a whole track where it's just like, ladies and gentlemen, one of the up and coming composers in this industry, Mr. Quincy Jones. And then Quincy Jones gets to orchestrate a whole thing while Sinatra has more whiskey.
Awesome.
Sinatra at the Sands, if you don't know anything about Sinatra, just that one album is all you'll ever need.
Who knew? Who knew you were such an aficionado?
Oh, God. 10 a.m. on K-Jazz every Sunday.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stay. I've been staying on because it turned October, so I'm staying on Halloween theme. Another Netflix original film that dropped was Malevolent.
Yeah, we talked about it quickly last week.
Yeah. So hour and 28 minutes. And Steve, I kind of give you that thing where I say if it doesn't hit an hour and 30, then beware. This is okay. this was okay. Like, I mean, but the good thing about this one is you can have it on in the background. But brother and sister duo, they're like Ghostbusters, Paranormal Activity, and they go check out a house, and like they do hoaxes, like basically like they pretend.
They orchestrate hoaxes.
Yeah, they pretend and everything, and so like this time they get it turned around on them. But I enjoyed it.
Is it scary, like Ashley scary? Is it gonna be, does it pass my tests? Like, am I gonna be able to watch this at nighttime?
It's not too scary, but you're not gonna watch it. That's
Does
the
it
whole
have scary
thing.
music where it's like,
Yeah, of course. It's still a horror film.
I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah, you're not gonna watch it. And then finally, one that I will definitely say you can pass. I was hoping it was gonna be something a little different. Another Netflix original film, Hold the Dark.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
So
Hold the Dark.
Hold the Dark is Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh.
Yeah, love Alexander Skarsgård. Jeffrey Wright from Westworld.
Okay, great actors.
Riley Keough, who is Elvis Presley's daughter. She was in Fury Road. She's in the Joe Paterno biopic movie. She's a really, really, really good actress. She was in it. Those three people sold me. And I said, if they're going to be in a film together, then I want to watch this. As I started watching it, I kept going. I kept hoping for something more, and that something more did not show up. So I wasted 2 hours of my life that I'll never get back, or I'm going to just have to sleep less tonight.
Oh, man.
Yeah, do that. Sleep less.
But here's a premise. The premise basically is Riley Keough has a son. She lives in the Alaskan wilderness, and she claims that her son is abducted by a wolf and killed. So she calls on Jeffrey Wright, who they call like a naturalist, to come in and kill the wolf. And so he shows up to town, and a lot of crazy stuff goes on, but it's not worth watching.
Oh, man.
Fair.
Well,
You can't watch them all. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
can't watch them all.
To let you guys know. Also, I'm in the chat, so let us know your thoughts as you're watching right now.
Yeah, let us know in the chat specifically something we shouldn't watch.
Oh, yeah.
Something you think we probably haven't seen that's on Netflix that we shouldn't bother.
Yeah, save us some time, guys. We could use it too.
In the comments as well, if you're watching us after the chat, I will engage with that. That's a good tip.
Sure.
It's time saving.
Hey, but what else can our audience do, Ashley Chaney?
Well, speaking of, we here at AfterBuzz, let me just tell you guys what we do. We work so hard to produce after shows for all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, you name it, we're making after shows for it. But we really need your help. We need you to please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. You may have noticed we've got a bunch of them. This one is on our main channel, the AfterBuzz Mothership channel, but we've also got a reality TV competition show channel. We've also got a red carpets channel. We have several channels to subscribe to, so make sure you subscribe to at least one of our channels. And by doing so, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll also help AfterBuzz to continue to grow. So if you're worried about those pesky notifications, Rick, what are they? Should they be worried about them? Don't worry about them. They're totally optional. So make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. We're not going to wait for you because we know you're going to do it, or you've probably already done it. Make sure you subscribe and check out some of our other AfterBuzz channels as well. Let us know that you did so in the comments or in the live chat with Miss Amy, and we'll thank you on air. But for now, thank you so much for helping us to become the ESPN of TV Talk. We love you so much.
Dang, Ashley, you did a great job.
Oh, thanks, guys.
I'm sold. I'm sold.
Thanks.
All right, so I covered Netflix original film, all these films, documentary, some horror, some thriller. Ashley, you actually watch a Netflix original television show.
I did. And it's a recurring, so you guys may have seen this before. I've definitely talked about season 1 of this show. It's Jack Whitehall Travels with My Father. Have you guys seen this at all?
I've seen these trailers.
I saw
it's on my radar.
Yeah, I've seen the thumbnail.
So flipping good. It is everything that I love wrapped into one. I'm gonna tell you about it. So it's this guy Jack Whitehall, who's a pretty famous comedian, definitely in the UK. I don't know that he's huge here yet, but he's on his way. He was just cast in a Disney show as well. He's hilarious, so funny. And so is his dad. His dad is this Jack. The whole premise of the show is that he's gonna go on his what they call gap year, which is after in England when they graduate college, they go and basically travel the world. He's bringing his father along, who's like this stodgy old curmudgeon who doesn't want to try anything, and Jack takes him to different places to be like, come try this massage parlor in Thailand, and it's hilarious.
Oh, massage parlor in Thailand?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
It's like putting his stodgy old dad in the most uncomfortable positions he can get him in, and it is great television. There are 6 episodes in season 1, 5 episodes in season 2. It's a real easy watch. Every episode is 29 minutes long. Goes by like that. You are laughing the whole time. And for me, who really loves travel, you also get to see some really cool places because they do go to really interesting destinations each episode. The first episode in season 2, they're in Bavaria. They actually end up visiting, it's funny, but Hitler's vacation home. But it's funny. It's not sad. It's funny. It's just lots of funny moments. I can't recommend it highly.
Wait, is that where the cream's from? Bavarian cream?
Yes, it's also home of, Hitler's vacation home and sausages. Lots of sausages. I'll leave it at that. It's hilarious. It's very good. Bratwurst, lots of brats.
All right.
It's fun, guys. Watch it. You'll enjoy it.
Okay, 30 minutes.
Yep.
This is the first season.
This is the second season. This is season
season.
2. There's 6 episodes of season 1, also all equally delightful. So if you want to start on season 1, feel free. You don't have to watch it in order. You can start wherever. It's just a delight.
All right, cool. Well, that is what is on the Netflix original film television side. And now we're going to hit up the non-Netflix film television. Steve Kaufmann, what do you got?
I believe I had more than one here.
Yes.
So
whichever you got.
Okay,
You got
well, let's go-
either got
let's
you and
go
Amy got
alphabetically.
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
to talk about Adam Ruins Everything, which is a show I've always loved. A little bit about Adam Conover. As far as I'm aware, he was just a stand-up comic who would post his bit on YouTube, which would be what would it be if Mr. Information, if you will, Mr. Well, actually, because he actually did the facts, came into everyday situations. And he did that on YouTube. He wound up on College Humor, and then he got a show on True TV. And the beauty of this show is that
that's where I know this from. Yeah, okay.
the beauty of this show is that it's also a well-cited research paper. And the sites are in the upper right or the upper left-hand corner of everything he's saying that is cited from another source. The source is listed. So within the show, like I've explained something that's a research paper, which is boring. They find a way to make a research paper very good, which is they wrote a really well thought out research paper, and then they weave every episode is a weaved narrative from a character named Adam who appears randomly and ruins something. So I believe one of the first ones up there is about security.
I was going to say hot dogs.
And
It's an easy one to ruin.
and he just turns up. He turns up magically, and they establish that he's a television host, and therefore he has magic to kind of jump through and become a cartoon and do whatever he wants. And he ruins security. So he starts with the TSA and how there's the theater of security and post 9/11 and kind of the stuff you've heard murmurs of, but it's all condensed into one place while he's literally ruining it for a person who's going through security. And then he takes that person to a drugstore, and then he's trying to open a pill bottle and he can't. And he's like, actually, the tamper-proof thing does not protect you. And then he just goes through any variation of what you would think in security, like how home protections, like how a security system on your house is mainly also security theater, that they can't help you more than the police can help you, more than the infrastructure can help you. But it's a really good show. There is a 20-episode collection on Netflix. It launched, I believe, this week, within the last 10 days for sure. I believe it's a 28-episode series so far, and he has new seasons coming.
Wow.
He's a lot of fun. I always enjoy his show.
YouTube is really, sorry, I said that wrong, but that's what I was thinking. Netflix is really embracing YouTube creators. I've seen a lot of shows be hosted by YouTubers, and then even, obviously, a lot of YouTube creators have gotten shows on Netflix. So thank you, Netflix. Hey, did you ever want to have a show about Netflix picks? I mean, we're right here for you.
We're literally right
That's
there.
true. That's true. But we'll call it Netflix Ricks. So anyway, I'm just kidding. Wait, Amy, did you get to see some of Adam Ruins Everything?
I did, and here's the thing: like, I come from the side of like, don't ruin things for me because like, come on. I used to think of him in a negative way, but now I'm like, it's great to put on in the background, do something else, and be like, wait, what? Are you serious? I watched the summer fun one.
The summer fun one is...
It's so good. It's with a little kid, and like he's like, you can't possibly ruin summer for me. And he does.
Aw,
And it's eye-opening, but it makes you realize things that you didn't know. And it's
Also,
good.
his episode about Christmas and his episode about football are one of the more.
I'm not
He's-
Christmas.
He ruins Christmas.
I mean, I know a lot of people aren't.
But
huge fans,
he had, but the formula of the show is that the wrap up is the positive turn. He ruins what you thought Christmas was, but at the end he actually explains what Christmas really is and why we should actually be enjoying it. He ruins the ideal of Christmas, not the idea of
All right.
Christmas. Telling you guys, it's a good show.
I love the idea of Christmas.
How long
so
are the
maybe he won't.
episodes? I'm sorry, I missed
A
that.
TV 30, like 22, 24.
So easy to watch.
Bite size. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I want to jump to you then. You
Yeah.
watched the 90s. I mean, were you even born in the 90s?
Wow.
No, I was
You were born
actually
like 2010. It's like, I mean, Amy's now 8 years
2015.
old. 2015. She's
Hello.
3. She's a
I'm 3.
genius. She's so
Hi.
articulate for a 3-year-old.
She's getting 3
Hello.
PhDs while having her career here at AfterBuzz.
Yep, it's a time turner thing. Harry Potter.
I mean, no, I got
Yeah.
you.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So the 90s. I didn't know this, but there's also the 70s, the 80s.
Yes, the 80s is
and
amazing.
You were born in the 80s, huh?
No, I was born in the 60s.
That's right.
Oh. But yeah, so it's really, really cool. I'm really liking these kind of like informational shows that aren't boring because I don't know, like in school they'd always teach about things and it was just in the most boring way that if I can get information this way, then I want to do it. So I watched one because it was kind of long. It was like an hour long or so.
You're right.
And it was about TV. And it was so good. It was the first episode. And there's a 2-parter actually on TV because there's so much to talk about. I highly recommend it. It's like a throwback kind of a thing. And you really realize just like, wow, there was so much that happened. And even in the descriptions, they kind of like start teasing you about what they're going to talk about, but it's so much more than that. It's making me want to finish the 90s and maybe go back to the 70s, 80s, or just go back to the 70s and watch all of them. It's about everything and like even politics and, yeah, like everything. It's really nice.
I'm
Surprising.
curious to see that one because I think I
Yeah.
watched the 80s and they covered television, kind of how the impact of television. But in the 80s, this was in like, because for some of it, you had to watch everything live. Like reruns didn't really exist
yeah.
if you didn't want something spoiled for you. And you couldn't even like, there was no DVR. You could some people could record. You know, like off like a
Tough life.
yeah,
did
but
you
otherwise,
VHSs?
no, and so
Like,
like one
yeah.
of the big things from the '80s was Dallas was a big TV show, and it was like Who Shot JR?
Yeah.
and they showed footage of people at the bars. I mean, just watching to see who had shot him and everything. But like, because you had to watch
Yeah.
that live, you couldn't. It was like a sporting event. Like you had to watch it live,
Yeah.
otherwise you weren't gonna be able to watch it again or hear about it. Someone would
is-
have to tell you and you'd have it spoiled.
Which is funny because I think outside of Breaking Bad, outside of live sporting events, I think Breaking Bad was the last time we all had that shared viewing experience where the Breaking Bad finale. Have we done anything
Game
like
of
that?
Thrones, Walking Dead.
But I don't think
mean,
people
those are
watch.
still-
But people don't watch those things. Share it.
What?
Like people
Yeah.
don't watch people go to bars and watch
Oh
The
my
Walking
god,
Dead.
Game of Thrones was a huge event at
Yes.
the bars.
Okay, then never mind.
Really?
I don't.
Oh my god, they
But
were
bigger than
actually
Breaking
viewing
Bad. Like I
parties.
thought Breaking Bad was like a cultural phenomenon. Like the Breaking
Man,
Bad
people
finale
were
was a
in
cultural
costume,
phenomenon.
Like down the road, Steve.
Okay.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Some-
Game of Thrones.
I didn't know people
Amy, I also
watched.
Some
watched
of us
the
love
90s.
that show on Monday.
I watched
yeah?
the show as well, and I loved first of all that it was produced by Tom Hanks, who
Oh
is
my
like
God,
a huge. I'm a
yes!
huge fan of all things Tom Hanks, so I also
Yeah.
really enjoyed that first episode of this series, or the '90s series rather. Even some cameos by people we've talked about before. I love seeing all the execs. Phil Rosenthal, we covered his show.
Yeah.
But did you notice that in the titles of the episodes, it's a throwback in and of itself. They title the episodes the one where, like, in the same vein of Friends, which is obviously a huge '90s sitcom. So I thought that was a cute little touch. Cute little touch. The '90s. We see you. We see you.
I love it. And then Steve Kauffman, Kauffmann, you cover something here also at AfterBuzz TV, and you watched it again on Netflix.
Yeah.
Gotham.
Well, they just dropped the newest season, so the season, and you have till March to catch up. So there's no hurry to catch up with Gotham. But once you do, you have to come back here to AfterBuzz TV and watch me cover Gotham with you.
Oh, dude, I thought they replaced you, but okay.
No, that would be news to me and probably them.
You heard it first on Netflix Picks now.
I've been covering Gotham here at AfterBuzz TV since season 1. Don't quote me, I believe they're in their 5th. They just announced the they just announced the date for the 6th season and what's conceivably the final season. And it will be a like late spring debut, and it's probably not going to be a full 22 episodes. All the other seasons were 22 episodes. You can skip the first one. I'll be honest with you. You can skip the first season completely. It doesn't get good until episode 3 of season 2.
Oh, okay.
But from there, it has the one character that everyone loves, and his name is Jerome. He's a take-up on the Joker. Mind you, the plot of Gotham it's a 13-year-old Bruce Wayne and then a lowly detective Jim Gordon in Gotham. The city is the show. There's no Batman. So whatever villain you encounter on Gotham needs to be someone you can thwart with a good cop. So it's Gotham before Batman, but still insane and crazy. And it came out around the same time as these Arrowverse shows. So the Guggenheim, like Arrow and Flash and Supergirl, where it's very much, it's a shared universe and villain of the week and this and that. And like we stick to our canon. Gotham does not do that. Gotham does not care. Penguin is there. Enigma is kind of there. Joker is there, but they're never going to call him the Joker. Bruce Wayne is there, and he's never going to be Batman. But, like, Ra's al Ghul is there, but it's not the Ra's al Ghul you think it is. There are, like, 5 original characters who take on the mantle of 6 other characters from the comics that if you know nothing about the comics, it's actually perfect. If you know something about the comics, it's even better because you see the seed of everything else that goes into everything else. It's a really good watch, and I recommend it highly.
Okay, Amy, who is in our chat? Who's watching with us? Because we've been gone for so long, or at least I have.
I know.
And Ashley's really been gone. No, I'm just kidding.
Everybody was gone.
We have Linda Cox.
Hey,
Hi.
Linda, welcome.
Jay Becker.
Jay Becker.
Hi,
And we have a few more. War Hero 99.
new to the chat. I've heard that name before.
Not to be
Warrior.
confused with War Hero 98.
Yes.
Different
for
guys.
sure,
Thanks for
99.
watching, guys. We always enjoy it. Okay, so hidden gems or some revisits. Well, since we were talking Breaking Bad, Ashley Chaney, had you ever seen Breaking Bad until you revisited it?
Oh, yes, I have. I had seen Breaking Bad. I actually did not do the bar experiences. That was funny. I was surprised to hear that was your shared experience with Breaking Bad. I didn't have that. I binged it even when it was like first coming out. I waited until I can't even remember actually the first time I saw it, but I watched the whole season all the way through. It really took me to a dark place. It's one of those shows that that takes you down like a dark road. So why a certain person in my life is like, let's watch all of Breaking Bad before we go to bed, and I'm like, great. Now I've got terrible visions in my head. It messes with you.
Yeah.
Like these. So I've got these,
I'm the one who knocks.
Well,
Yeah, I think we're already at season 3.
my experience with watching that show for the first time, because I jumped in right before the final season and then binged it all on Netflix. And I remember, like, I kept hearing great things about Breaking Bad. Let me try season 1, episode 1. And by the end of season 1, episode 1, I sympathized with a drug addict in the sense that all I ever want to do is sit in a corner and watch Breaking Bad. That's all my life was going to be from here to eternity. Is I'm going to do whatever I can to keep everything even keel, just so I can sit in a corner with a tablet and watch Breaking Bad.
Rewatching it, I have a newfound hatred for Walter White's character. Like
Fair.
When you watch it the first time, you're like, oh, Walter White, oh my god, and he's the hero that you don't want to urge on, you don't want to root for, but like rewatching it after knowing everything that happens over 8 seasons, you're like, you are a bad man.
He did it for his family.
That's
Ashley.
a lie.
I mean,
Not gonna spoil it for you guys.
So
It's
I mean,
just
so
as
we
good-
yeah,
just
so
as good season
no,
2.
this is
There's
great.
a number.
We've covered the gamut. Ashley has nightmares. I've talked about Malevolent. We're talking about thriller, and to keep on this weird horror theme because it's October, Amy Cassandra Martinez, you watched 47 Meters Down.
Yeah, it was actually a revisit. I don't know why. Well, I don't know.
It did really well at the box office. I mean,
Really well that's an overstatement. Yeah, so it's with Mandy Moore, right? Mostly. It's fine. It's just your normal, scary moment in an ocean and there are sharks. Period. That's it. But yeah, I mean,
compare it to Jaws or compare it to the Meg.
oh please. Okay, Jaws is up here, obviously. The Meg is not that bad, but at least there's more stuff going on, more things to look at. So that would be here, and then 47 meters down would be 47 meters below that.
You know, and the funny thing is, I think they're doing a sequel to that
Really?
too.
Stop. 45 meters down.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No,
Maybe
it's
more.
funny though.
Maybe.
Like I love Mandy Moore. It's cute. If you want to watch something that'll kind of scare you, then watch this. I don't know, Ashley, you might like
I was
this.
gonna say, we're talking like kind of scary.
It's kind of scary, but if you like going out in the ocean, which I know you do, you might not want to watch it. But I kind of want you to watch it so I could see your face after you've seen it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a general. I do the boat stuff, and I'm always like, "Hey, sharkies, we're all friends here." So,
Oh.
I'm already scared of those big,
Yeah.
big sea puppies with big teeth.
There is a turn that totally got me.
The shark
near
turns
the-
out to be a friend, and fish
Oh my gosh,
fish
how
are friends,
cute.
not food.
Yes.
God.
Oh my. See, you're gonna watch it now,
Spoilers.
aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, this is great.
Hilarious.
But yeah.
All right.
Lukewarm.
Well, since we've been gone for a few weeks, here's some things in Netflix news. Hit me, Steve. Awesome. Well, if any of you guys had ever watched the Chronicles of Narnia, the movies, and I don't know if you enjoyed them, like the cringe is all kind of like, okay, we're all there. Well, Netflix is going to do the TV series. So they'll have more time to explain the books and hopefully like stay more true to the books, the series, and like have more better storytelling maybe.
I was gonna say that actually gives me courage because I loved the books growing up as a kid. Did you guys read the books as
Nope.
kids?
Nope.
Oh man. Well, actually, I would say read the book first because the book series, it's so, oh my gosh, it's my childhood in a book series. And I would hope that the TV series would have, like exactly as you said, more opportunity to really dive into the stories that were so beloved to so many, myself included.
And something a little crazy about Netflix itself is they've leased a 13-story Hollywood office building, soon to be completed, 327,913 square feet.
Is that different from the one on Sunset, or they've been making it this whole time?
No, they're moving.
Oh, they're moving
from
to a
that.
different one.
Yep.
Where are they going? Where is it?
It's Hudson
Culver.
Pacific Epic, located at 5901 Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles.
Oh, not in Culver. Well, that's a lot of space. They probably need some new employees.
For real.
Show
I mean,
even?
well, no, because like, no, I mean, that's the whole point. Is that they've got $8 billion to deliver content to us, so they definitely need more room to have all those employees to be able to deliver us that.
How many billions do you think it would take to make this show? I think we could do it for 1 or 2. We could probably save,
Yeah.
we could do it.
I could do it by myself for 0.25 billion.
By yourself.
Hey.
By myself.
Hey now.
Hey, we coming on that train with you or what?
Hello.
We'll see what happens. I'm making sure they get me the deal, and then I'll bring you all along.
And finally,
That's
I'm
gotta
gonna
undercut.
bring you guys the real terror. I talked about this last year, and I could not stop watching the television. I literally had to force myself to go to bed, and as soon as I woke up, I turned it right back on. Making a Murderer, Part 1. And now Making a Murderer Part 2 is going to be dropped on October 19th. Today is October 7th, so I'm giving everybody plenty of time to watch this so that you can go right into Part 2.
I need some happy in my life, man.
So I'll definitely be talking about that when that drops.
Yeah, I actually I saw most of it, but then I don't think I got too scared. I was just kind of like, I don't know, and then I stopped. So I'm definitely gonna try and watch it again.
Good October watching for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and finally, top 3 upcoming releases on Netflix is 22 July, which is kind of in the vein of United 93. It's done by the director Paul Greengrass, who has done the Bourne, like most of the Bourne franchise. Bourne Identity franchise, Jason Bourne franchise.
Love
And
those.
it is a dramatization of Norway's deadliest terrorist attack in which a right-wing extremist murders 77 teens at a youth camp in 2011.
Oh my gosh.
Heavy.
So not uplifting, but if you like Paul Greengrass, really good directing, good storytelling, and that'll be dropping. So,
Yeah, I do like his movies. Good to know.
and there's also going to be The Haunting of Hill House, which was a movie back a couple years ago, like more than a couple years ago, but it's also based on a book series. They've been a couple things, and so like now, instead of a movie, Netflix is adapting the book into a television series.
Is Carla Gugino?
Carla
in-
Gugino, our favorite. Carla
Yeah.
Gugino is going to
Yeah,
be in
girl.
it.
And
Timothy
well,
Hutton.
Yes, Ward from Iron Fist, right?
No, but it's his doppelganger, yes.
Stop it.
Timothy Hutton could be his dad. But yes, you're on the right track.
That was close.
Wait,
well,
what?
still Carla Gugino. Yes.
And then finally, Fight World.
Fight World. Is that a show or a movie?
Movie.
Movie.
Fight World, yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, Amy Cassandra Martinez, where can people find you?
On all social media at Amy Cassandra MTZ.
And I'm Steve Kaufmann. You can find me on Twitter almost exclusively at Steve Kaufmann. That is Kaufmann. I do a lot of cool stuff. I tweet about it.
Guys, if you want to keep talking with me online after the show, please do so. I like to know what you're watching on Netflix and usually what you're eating and or any dogs that you're petting. All those things. Let's talk about it. Find me online at Ashley on Camera across all social media.
Hey guys, and I'm Rick Hong. You can find me on all social media at Rick Hong. It is October. I will be continually talking about Halloween this month and stuff that's on Netflix. So please tune in next Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you then. Thank you.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Chris Vitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.